Hi YouTube! Lots of you who watched my last video asked for guides on how to do some of the corner cages I showed off. So today, I want to show you 5 of the setups that I use in most of my Immortal rank matches. I have a huge list of ridiculous setups that I'm so excited to show you in the future. A lot of them are very high risk, high reward plays that you'll most likely not use unless the circumstances are just right. But in this video, I wanted to share some of the more reliable ones that you can actually start using today to get some great results. These are the setups that work most often and have the highest impact on winning rounds, along with some extra general tips sprinkled in throughout.
Spike down A.
Number 5. Pearl Be Long. Maybe the flashiest setup on the list, this actually works more often than you'd think, if you use it at the right time. Your first cage goes against the screen on this grassy patch, and the second cage is thrown from the back corner while aiming here. Count 4 squares up from the bottom left and place your HUD in the corner like this. Place your cam up here and run back to screens. You'll want to wait until the last possible second before opening your first cage, then stay behind the screen. With only a couple of seconds left on the cage, you can sneak around, activate the second cage and crouch down in the corner. Then open your cam and give yourself and your team info on where everybody is. This cage works well because everybody except maybe the planter will be facing away from you. Just watch out for anybody who hasn't pushed down from long yet. There are a lot of variables to think about when you do these plays, way too many to mention in this video. But with a little bit of practice, picking up on possible issues will become automatic for you. I recommend this cage for half buys when you have only a Bulldog or a Spectre. Number 4. Bind A, Pocket. Both cages go on the right side of this triangular tile on the ground, as close to the wall as possible. Your cam goes in this corner once the barrier drops and you need to hurry into position. Face directly into the box and open your camera. The enemy will shoot out the camera in a lot of cases, so you'll need to be quick in opening your cage if you see them clearing cover. I recommend this cage for pistol or eco rounds against teams with a strong and fast execute that use a default stage wall. Number 3. Fracture A, Sand. I think this might be the first corner cage setup I ever made and still remains one of the most effective against teams who like to split rush onto A site. The fracture rework has changed the lineup for this, so the new lineup is to find the intersection of these two textures on the ground. You need to trip the ramp on drop and A main, and then place the cam somewhere up here once the barrier drops. Since the cage is placed on a raised platform, the cage will still keep you hidden from enemies pushing across the new rafters. You can get into position pretty quickly after the barrier drops, so you'll be able to open your cam and hear the steps in main very early. I recommend this cage for pistol rounds against teams that actually opt to push sands on attack. Number 2. Breeze A, Stack. Another OG setup, this one is very consistent as long as the enemy pushes in quickly enough.
75 brim.
Trip hall and double doors and put both cages down to the left of this crack in the wall. Put your cam on this box when the barrier goes down and move into position. Open your cam and wait for the enemy to push. Be careful of Skydog, Silver Drone and Fade Prowler as they'll spot you unless you react quickly. I recommend this setup for pistol rounds against attackers using Viper, especially when you don't have an operator player to slow down their push out of main. Number 1. Haven A, Shore. A Siren Haven has some of my favourite Cypher setups, and the corner cage and ramp is the best one I have. The cage looks like it's used to stop the enemy pushing in from long, and will only cover you if you're crouched down. Aim just below the lower left corner of the dark brick on the wall and throw both cages once the round starts. Move around to short, put your cam somewhere above this doorway and crouch down in the corner. This is probably the safest and most effective corner cage setup that I use. I recommend this setup for pistol or half-buy rounds, especially if you have a shotgun. Think of these setups as your corner cage starter pack, the ones you can start to slowly incorporate into your gameplay. Lots of people doubt the effectiveness of these cages, saying that it's too obvious and they would just shoot the cage. In my next video, I'm going to explain the ways you can make it less obvious, and how you can use these tricks at the right time in the game. After all, you usually only get one shot, so you need to make it count. Thanks for watching.
Where will they go this time?